do you think self-driving cars will prosper as the new method of transportation?
Hello, my name is Thomas Hamilton. My question was, do I think self-driving cars will prosper as a new method of transportation? I think this question is pretty related to kind of what Brown said. You know, the first thing that you really want to make sure is safety. You have to make sure that while these robots, you know, you have certain things where they won't get tired like humans do. They won't, you know, look over little things like humans do. You know, if there's a little kid screaming in the back seat, you know, an adult driver may be kind of looking around, freaking out, seeing what's happening. A robot just, they're going to kind of ignore that and keep driving. One thing you do have to worry about though, I think it was a Tesla probably 2 or 3 years ago. It was a self-driving car, I think either in California or Florida. It was driving next to a semi-truck, and it somehow got blinded by the white side of the semi-truck and drove straight into it, and the driver died. So there's probably still a little bit more we have to do on safety systems to make sure that these cars and all these electronics can recognize what is a hazard, what isn't a hazard, and, you know, kind of when to stop. And also, you know, maybe going back to how an adult would notice the screaming child, but a robot wouldn't. You know, maybe there's a situation where the child is screaming because they need help, they're not feeling well, they have some kind of medical emergency. So you do kind of want to make sure that the car, the robot, the electronics, the drone, whatever it is, they can recognize that sometimes there's a time when they need to stop or they need to change their route based on what's going on inside of the car. Other things that you would have to think of is just making this financially available to all people. At this point we can do it, but like I said, you know, Teslas, I guess the self-driving ones probably tend to be a little bit more expensive. You'd probably want maybe if everybody were on self-driving cars, that would be good, but if it were, you know, half people driving, half self-driving cars, that may present some problems because, you know, people kind of tend to drive erratically. They have little shortcuts, little ways they can get around corners. You know, robots are going to try to stay on the path and all that and whatnot. So in conclusion, I do think this could work, but we'd have to make sure that all the safety rules are properly worked out.